I create pretty strict SLAs and metrics for each event that I go to. I divide it amongst sponsored and hosted events, of course. But really, you want to go in with this mindset, and we'll start with sponsored, of saying how many leads do we anticipate scanning at that booth, and knowing that it is a numbers game. So if you see about 1,000 people at a conference, you know about 10%, we'll say 100 out of that 1,000, is likely to stop by your booth and talk to your team. And from there, you can kind of do an estimation of how many leads are going to be warm leads, hot leads, cold leads, etc. from there. But I also like to do a demos booked goal. So you'll see in the first column there during the live event, this is how I score it. Utilizing, like you said, Megan, the lead scanners, I want to have a certain amount of demos booked straight on at the floor. They talk to somebody, they want to schedule time, that prospect is ready to learn more right away. Hot leads mean they want to learn a little bit more first. They're not quite ready to schedule the demo, but let's route them to the AE, because we know that that person's gonna, let's just skip straight to the chase. They're very interested. Maybe they just didn't have enough time to fill out the demo request form. You know that this is a strong lead. Warm lead means it goes to an SDR, a BDR team, needs to be warmed up a little bit more. And then cold lead is, you can add them to your nurture campaign, but these are usually other vendors or someone who just wanted swag, not your ideal ICP, etc. After the event, that's when the real work really begins, just like Megan said. So no matter what, I always have one marketing email that goes out the door within 24 hours for both sponsored and hosted events. For hosted, you're going to want to cater it to attended and no-showed, but you make sure you respond. And that way you have something in their inbox, something that says, hey, so glad you stopped by our booth, something a little bit unique, a link to schedule a demo, that's your CTA, and maybe a link to an ebook or, you know, a little extra marketing focused content. But then the week following is when you really get the work going. And now remember, the week after the event is when the leads are the hottest. If you wait a second week, those leads are cold, they're done. So you have to have your sales team on them immediately the week after that event. So you'll see in that third column there, for sponsored, again, dividing it out, hot leads are going to go straight to the AEs, really focusing on booking the demo. The warm lead is, hey, create a 2-touch sequence, maybe an email and a phone call or a LinkedIn message, but you're really just trying to nurture that relationship and get it to a demo. For hosted events, very similar. Attended goes straight to the AE because those are going to score higher given that they actually took the time to come to our event, they talked to our team, and you're usually routing it to the account owner. And then no-shows, again, can go to the SDRs. Usually low-hanging fruit. A lot of times people who registered, took the time to register and then couldn't make it, usually, if you're doing really good reminder emails, they'll let you know, oh my gosh, I can't make it. Traffic's really bad, my kid is sick, or something happened, but hey, include me on the next one. They're more receptive to respond to your SDRs. So having a really diligent post-event game plan is crucial. Please remember it, because you spent all this money on going to these events, and if you are not following up, oh man, that's just a missed opportunity, because those leads are gold. You have to remember, event leads are gold, and they're your biggest investment, so why not put all your effort in?